Session 3 is shared reading. Shared reading is great fun. I don't know if you recall the old days of the Greedy Cat book, but that was a classic shared reading where the whole class were chanting the Greedy Cat story and enjoying every moment, and at the same time building a lot of other skills in place.
So we're going to share the reading today. Greedy Cat's Breakfast. Greedy Cat had breakfast, but still he wanted more. So Pitter-Pat went Greedy Cat to the man who lived next door. Meow. He ate the man's omelet, but still he wanted more. So Pitter-Pat went Greedy Cat to the girl who lived next door.
Shared reading is the time where you actually get to lift things up and start controlling them yourself, and it's so you can focus and target on what you actually want your learner to be reading and learning as they progress through. I put a little subnote on the bottom here of shared reading. Together we can make this happen, because that's what it's about. It is together. It's an easy to follow activity. It's called reading with, because unlike the supported reading where we call that reading to, this is reading with your reader and engaging with your reader and letting them engage with the text at the same time. With shared reading, you read it together, so that you're reading along, and if I said to you, Mary had a little, you would be able to predict most likely what would come next. With shared reading, you're using your voice modulation to pause and prompt. But if the reader doesn't come in, you just fill the gap, so that you can ebb and flow the amount of support and the amount of encouragement you're giving through the way you're presenting the story, so that they get confidence. And as they start to engage, you're developing their ability to do that independently in their own reading. So that's fantastic. That is amazing when you actually start seeing this happening. And this can be a very, very enjoyable exercise, and at the same time, incredibly beneficial. It was a very big part of programs in the past. We had the big books, and we also had a lot of time spent every week, especially in our junior classes, with this sort of reading. So don't undervalue what it can do for you. It's a great way of doing it. And with shared reading, the more you do, the better you will get, but also the better your reader will get. Your learner will be able to pick up that, and because they now have prior knowledge of what that particular story is about, they can either read on or reread. And never underestimate the value of repetition. That's one of the best ways humans learn things, is by repeating what they have done and practicing it till they improve their performance. So reading works that way too. If you can get your reader to engage, give them enough support so they're going to get success, then leave well alone. Lots of good things are happening, and just follow through the different techniques. And again, don't forget to fill in just how well this worked. Maybe you'll actually make some notes about the types of material that you'll be able to use in the future, because there will be topics that are more engaging than others. And this could just be your favourite bedtime story you do this with. Or it could be a particular book that your learner really wants to read. You know, Harry Potter. You might read the first 2 or 3 chapters and support them in that. And by that time, they have learnt the way the writer writes, and they've learnt the types of words that the writer's going to use. So they can actually engage and actually get a lot of success themselves, because they bring to their reading all of that you have actually shown them and taught them and encouraged them to use, at the same time as you've introduced the way that that particular text is going to be presenting its information and its imagery. So don't undervalue this particular activity. It's huge. It was fantastic in the past, and if it was used more today, we would have a lot less reading problems than we do. So enjoy, have some fun, choose some material. If it's not working, if it's not engaging your learner, change it. It doesn't matter. What matters is that we're actually just putting the skills in place that are going to serve them through their life.